So let's just get started. I've already highlighted some key information. So go ahead and underline that or highlight that, or just do it when I get to it. And I'll just re-highlight it as I get to it. It says, Mr. Lansing wants to buy the new Barcelona jersey. Help determine how much he will pay with a 10% off coupon. So I have a 10% off coupon. I'm just going to re-highlight this. Plus the standard 6% sales tax. So in Maryland, we have to pay a 6% sales tax. So we really have to do two parts to this problem. And I know I'm teaching you something new, but it's actually something that you've already done before. It's just adding another step, and it's a quite easy, simple step. We just have to think for a second. So on your notes, you have a Barcelona jersey. I drew my own, so don't make fun of it. The Barcelona jersey, the regular price is $90. So if you wanted to go to the store and buy an adult Barcelona jersey, it is $90. Now I have a 10% off coupon. So I need to figure out first, what is my sale price going to be with that 10% off coupon? Well, we're going to start this like we started any other problem. But before we do that, I'm going to write the item name, because this is going to mimic what you're doing in class today. So our item name, we know, is the Barcelona jersey. And we know the regular price is $90. The percent discount is 10%. So there's a 10% discount. When we use that word discount, that means it's 10% less than what the original price is, which in this case is $90. Now we have to find out what is 10% of $90. You guys all know how to do that. We just have to set up our equivalent ratio. So I'm going to take away this page right now, and I'm just going to work with this page. So my Barcelona jersey is $90, and the percent discount is 10%. Well, I know that 10% is always 10 out of what number? If it's a percent, it's out of 100. I know the total cost of my jersey is $90. $90 represents 100% of the total cost right now. I need to figure out what 10% of that it's going to be. So if it's my total, if $90 is my total cost, I put it down here in the total, right? Up here represents 10%, which is not, that's what I'm figuring out. So you could do this one of two ways. You can either, and I'll do it both ways just to show you. You can either find the factor this that it increased or decreased by, or you can do cross multiplication. So again, I'm just going to write the same thing up here. 90 equals 10 over 100. But in this case, I need to include my variable. Now, I think all you guys are pretty confident on how to do this. You guys have either chose one method or the other and stick with it because that's what you're good at. For me, if I'm finding the factor, I have to take my bigger number and I divide my smaller number. So I have to do 100 divided by 90. So I'm going to do 100 divided by 90. And I get 1.111111. I'm just going to round that to 1.11. So that's my factors, 1.11. Again, if you like to do cross multiplication, do cross multiplication. But just take both these notes with me so you can see it, just in case. So I know I have to use 1.11 to fill in this blank space up here. I just have to figure out, am I going to multiply it or divide that? Well, to figure that out, I need to figure out, is this number up here going to be bigger or smaller than 10? To determine that, I look below. Is 90 bigger or smaller than 100? Well, 90 is smaller than 100, so whatever this number needs also has to be smaller. To make it smaller, that means I have to divide. So now I'm going to do 10 divided by 1.11. So I'm going to do 10 divided by 1.11, and I get 9.009, and so since it's 9.00, I can just round that to the whole number 9. So I get $9. So I determined that 10% of 90 is 9. Now, does that give you my answer? Does that mean I have to pay $9 for this Barcelona jersey? I don't know. That doesn't seem to make sense if I had a 10% off coupon. What that means is since it's 10% off, that means I get $9 off because $9 is 10%. So if I get $9 off, that means I can just subtract 90 minus 9 and I get $81. So my new sale price is now $81 because the 10% off was $9. If you did it the other way, you like to cross multiply, we can start with our variable and do x times 100, which gives me 100x. I can also do 90 times 10, which gives me 900. But now to get my variable by itself, I have to get rid of this 100. And to do that, I do the opposite. So in this case, I'm going to divide by 100 to both sides. Divide by 100, 100 divided by 100 gives me 1x, or just x. And 900 divided by 100 gives me 9. Sorry if you guys can't see it. But x equals 9. So either way, I got the same thing. But $9 isn't my new price that I pay. That is how much money I'm getting off since I have a 10% off coupon. 10% is $9, so it's like saying I have $9 off. So $9 off the total 90 would be 90 minus 9, which gives me $81. So below, it asks for a sale price. So our sale price is going to be, and I'll write it right here, and on your notes you can write it down. Our sale price is going to be $81. But there's tax. So now the new cost of this jersey is $81 plus the 6% sales tax. So I need to now figure out how much that's going to cost with tax. Well, to do that, I'm going to work on the other side. I'm going to draw a line down. Now that I have my $81, I know that's my new total for the cost of the jersey. So again, I can set up my equivalent ratio. And now I have to find out the sales tax. Well, if I look at this paper before that we had, it's just above in your notes. I know that Maryland, it's 6% sales tax. So 6% is 6 out of what number? Well, it's 6 out of 100 because it's a percent. I now know that my new cost is $81. So I can set up the $81. I have to figure out what 6% of $81 is. So I have to figure out what's going to go here now. Now you can do this both ways, and I'll write it both ways just to show you. So now I have 6 out of 100, and I have $81. And if you want to do cross multiplication, I'm going to use X. So if you want to find your factor, again, you guys know how to do this. You've been doing this for a while now. I've seen you do it. You're confident with it. Use whatever method you want. I'm just going to show you to solve. And if you want to pause and try it on your own and then play it and see if you got it right, I think that would be a great idea. So I need to find my factor. And to find my factor, I have to do the bigger number divided by the smaller number. So I have to do 100 divided by 81. So 100 divided by 81 gives me 1.234567901. So I'm just going to round that to 1.23. So I have a factor of 1.23. Now I know I have to use this factor up here to find the missing number. So I'm going to go ahead and draw an arrow and write 1.23. But what I have to figure out is, am I going to multiply or am I going to divide? Well, again, I'm going to look and I need to figure out, does this number need to be bigger or smaller than 6? To figure that out, I look below. Is 81 bigger or smaller than 100? Well, it's smaller. So if this is smaller, then this needs to be smaller. So to make it smaller, I have to divide. So I'm going to do 6 divided by 1.23. And be careful, we have to do the bigger number first. So in this case, it's 6 divided by 1.23. So 6 divided by 1.23 gives me 4.878 and a bunch of numbers. So I'm going to round that to 4.88. So what does that represent? This represents the additional sales tax I have to pay. This is 6% of $81 is $4.81. Or sorry, $4.88. So is that how much I have to pay? No, I have to pay the $81 plus the sales tax. So if I have to pay the original sales price plus the sales tax, I'm now just paying $81 plus $4.88, which gives me $81 plus $4.88 gives me $85.88. Again, guys, all you're doing is finding the percent off, but the additional step we had to do in both problems is either subtract when we were at a discount or add when we had tax. Now, again, if you like to do cross multiplication and you know the shortcut, you can do it that way. I'm going to do it this way. So 100 times x gives me 100x equals 81 times 6. So 81 times 6 gives me 486. Now I have to get the x by itself, and to do that, I divide by 100, and I have to do it to both sides. 100 divided by 100 is 1x, or just x. And 486 divided by 100 equals 4.86. So you might be wondering why we got different numbers. Because in this problem, here I got $4.88 and here I got $4.86. Well, the reason we got $4.88 here is because we rounded this 1.23, because it really was 1.2345 and a bunch of numbers. So if we use that whole number, we would have got $4.86. But because I rounded up, it was off by 2 pennies. And that's okay for our sake. That is okay. If you got either of these answers, you'd be correct. But this isn't my final answer. This is my tax. So I have to take my sale price of $81 again, and I'm going to add 486. And in this case, I get $85.86. Either one of these answers would have worked. So on your paper, you have the sale price, which is $81, and then you also have a space for your final price with tax. So our final price with tax, you could have said either one, $85.88 or $85.86. I'm going to say $85.86. And again, the only difference is because we rounded. So there you have it. We figured out how much Mr. Lansing is going to have to pay. It's going to be $85.86 roughly for a $90 jersey with 10% off coupon and 6% sales tax. Guys, you know how to do this. You're just setting it up and then you're adding or subtracting depending whether it's a coupon or a tax. So what you need to do next is you're going to have a super sale. With that super sale, you're going to select 6 items and it's going to look like this. The 7th grade super sale. So you're going to select 6 items. You got a hoodie, Xbox t-shirt, hat, jeans, iPhone, Kindle, Nike sneakers. You're going to select 6 of these and you're going to do the same thing that I did. You're going to write the regular price, you're going to have the sale percent, and you're going to find what the sale price would be and what the sale price with tax would be. Now with these, you're going to have the same tax with each one, which is 6% tax. Guys, good luck. Do your best. Please help each other out if you have any questions. I can't wait to see you guys again. Bye.